Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. Today I just wanted to do a simple no makeup look that is super easy, quick, and very low maintenance. So if you are new here, hi, my name is Haley. Welcome to my channel. Before we get started, please don't forget to subscribe, like this video, ring the bell, and then set the settings to all. That way you'll be notified of every time I upload a brand new video onto my channel. So let's go ahead and dive right in. Okay, so like I said, this is going to be a no makeup look, easy, simple, no extras, so we're just going to get on in. So first I'm starting off with just a little bit of foundation, and just for ease I am going to use my hands, and I'm just going to start patting it into the main problem areas for me, which are my cheeks. Then I'm just going to take a lighter amount and sweep it on the rest of my face. And of course blending down the neck a little bit, because even when you're doing no makeup, you want to make sure it is nice and blended. Okay, so I've got that first little light layer on, so now I'm going to go in with just a little bit more, and what you can do is take a little bit of foundation and just press it in. If you have like a pimple or some redness or anything like that, just to kind of spot treat that area and give it just a little bit more coverage, but not adding coverage back to the rest of your face. That side looks fairly good, minus him down here. Because again, we want this to just look easy and effortless. And if you want a little bit more coverage, you can just press it in. Basically, I'm just doing this because I had some left over on my back of my hand, and just kind of pressing it in stippling motions, just like you would with your beauty blender or anything like that. Okay, so like that, foundation is done. So next, I'm going to go into my favorite concealer, which is the 16 Hour Camo Concealer from e.l.f. And this, again, is just going to be super easy, just a little bit under the eyes. Grab a mirror. And then I'm just going to go in with my ring finger and just gently pat this under the eyes. Same on this side. And I want just the tiniest bit more, but not much at all. And I really do like applying my concealer like this because I feel like it's really gentle underneath my eyes and that delicate skin. I feel like I can more easily also just kind of gauge where it goes. Sometimes I feel like when I blend out with a brush, it kind of ends up in places I didn't intend for it to go. So I have a little bit more control when I just pat it in with my fingers. Okay, concealer is done. So I'm just going to give my hands a little wipe here, just so I'm not putting more foundation on than I had planned. Alright, so next is blush. So I'm going to go into my cream blush from Fenty, and this color is Petal Poppin'. I'm just going to take a little bit on my middle finger, warm it up in the pan, and then put a dot on this cheekbone, put a dot on this cheekbone, and then just start to pat it in. And I like to kind of go in an upward motion with the blush, just because I find that it gives more of a lifted look to the cheeks. because I already have pretty full cheeks here and I don't like to emphasize that. So I like to just give a little bit of lift with the blush placement. And if you want this to look even more natural, just take a tiny bit more and just kind of place it along this area, and it kind of gives you a cute little sun-kissed look too to your skin. Alright, so I'm done with blush. Now I'm going to go in with just a little bit of powder to set underneath my eyes. Before I do that, I'm just going to go back in with my ring finger, make sure there is no creasing, which there really wasn't much of any. Just take a light amount of powder and just lightly sweep it under the eyes. I kind of like to use a stippling kind of pressing motion so that I'm not moving the product underneath around. I also feel like, again, it's just a little bit more gentle on the skin. Okay, powder done. Alright, so next up I'm going to curl my lashes and put mascara on. I am going to fast forward through this part because it takes me a little bit of time, so I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Just curled my lashes and put on just like basically just one coat of mascara. So I'm gonna go in and carefully put just a tiny bit on the lower lashes just to make them stand out a little bit. Nothing crazy. And not tons of product. So next on the list is brows. So I'm going to take my Sonia Kashuk double-ended brush with the little angled brush on one end and the spoolie on the other. And I'm going to go in with the spoolie and just brush up my brows. Kind of get them in place. And then I'm just going to go in with a very light hand and just kind of fill in the brows a little bit. I'm going very lightly with the product and the amount of product I'm putting on the brush. I'm also being very light pressured, so I'm just doing very light strokes on my brows, and this will ensure you're just getting a nice light amount and not overdoing it. And this will just kind of give your brows just a little bit of life back without looking like a big glam eyebrow. Okay, that one's done. Next side. So now that I've filled in my brows, I'm just going to take a little bit of my gel and brush the brows up and lock them into place. So this is a great look for, you know, quick just running out the door. I just want a little something on my face, or you're hanging out at home but you just want to feel a little bit more put together, a little bit more like yourself, and just want to look a little fresher and nicer. Also, I find that this is a look that is great if you're just starting off with makeup, whether, you know, you're younger and you're just starting to learn makeup, or you're new to makeup in general and you just want a really easy look that kind of looks put together but not overdone. This is a nice look. I think that it's light but still just kind of enhances your features. And I think that it's very flattering on younger people as they're starting to learn makeup, and just to kind of give them a little bit of something, but just makes them look put together and emphasizes their beauty. So now that I'm done with my brows, my mascara should be completely dry. So that means I can go and wipe off the mascara I got on my lid, because I always do with that very first application. Doesn't matter what I do, I always get some mascara on my eyelid. So I'm going to wipe that off. And believe it or not, we are almost done. Alright, so next I'm just going to take the lightest shade in my bronzer from Jouer, and I'm basically going to use this as a little bit of contour, but obviously just to add a little bit of life and color to the cheeks and just kind of warm up the skin. And I'm not going with the darker shade today, again, because I want this to look really natural and just effortless. And of course, you still want to make sure you blend. So I'm going to put a little bit down the neck and underneath the chin. And this is the very last step, so I'm taking the same color from my bronzer, taking a nice big fluffy eyeshadow brush and just brushing a little bit of that color right into the crease. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's just a little bit of color, a little bit of definition to the eyes, and it takes like 2 seconds. Same color right underneath the lower lash line, focusing on the outside half to third of the lower lash line, connecting it up to the top. So this is the final look. I'm all finished. It's easy, it's quick. I feel a little bit prettier and I feel like I put a little bit of effort into how I look today, and that just always makes me feel good and a little bit more like I have my life together. So anyway, thank you all so much for watching. If you would like to see my new business, Ever Radiant Jewelry, I will have my video linked down below where I made that announcement, and also the link to shop on my Etsy site. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope you're staying safe and healthy. Happy holidays, everyone, and God bless. Bye.